Okay, so our shells have been heat molded and they are ready for paint. We are going to start with a primer, and I am going to use the Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. The key thing to make sure about your primer is that it says bonds to plastic. The shells are made out of resin plastic, and you need to make sure that your paint bonds to plastic. This is my favorite type of paint, and we're going to go ahead. The shells are going to be an off-white color. Let's go ahead and get started. The ruffled shells, you want to make sure you get in all the nooks and crannies. And a couple of light coats is better than one heavy coat. So we'll wait for this to dry, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do a couple other coats. Making sure in the next coat that we get in to all the grooves. So it's been 24 hours since the primer dried. This is what we have here. Now I'm getting ready to do the detail painting. I am trying to match up this lace, which I will be adding to the sleeve detail. So I'm going to go with a mix of these. We have white, vintage white, and a little bit of mushroom to kind of dirty it up a bit. So I'm going to go with the white first. What I do is I make nice big piles of each color. And since I'm not going for a design, I'm just going for more of a shading look. What I'm going to do is put it on heavy and then wipe it off with a wet paper towel. So I think I'm going to start with the white first. I'll give the shell, if the white gets into all these nooks and crannies, it'll kind of give the look that the shell is aged or sun bleached. I'm going for an aged ruffled look for this top. So take that, have just paper towel, have a little bit of water here. And then since these are water-based acrylics, they tend to wipe off. So you can see how there's still a little bit of white, but it's not completely white. So I'm going to finish doing that to the entire shell. And then probably when it's still wet, I'm going to go back in with the other colors. Let's try a little bit of the dark. And I'm just going to keep layering and wiping until I have the desired effect I like. So I really like how the white shines through here, and it gives me a closer color match to the lace detail. I'm just going to blot it off instead of wiping it. I'm going to go in with the dark, muddy that up a little bit. So I'm going to continue that process on the rest of the shell until I come with the final color that I like. And then I'll do the other shell. And then we'll go ahead and seal them. Alright, all the detail paint is done and we are ready to seal it. I like to seal it with the Rust-Oleum clear gloss, and I'll probably do about 2 or 3 coats of this just to really seal it good. What you want to check is that it's good for plastics. I really like this one because it's non-yellowing and UV resistant, and it handles really well in water. So get it, shake it up, and then just spray a couple. Better to do a couple light coats than one real heavy one. So just go through, make sure you get in all the nooks and crannies. And then once that is dry, we will be ready to glue.